Real Talk Barbershop 870. Let's get it.
Hey, this that real talk, so let me talk real. This that type of shit that when it drop a nigga call chill. We gon' talk sense, talk meals, making every second count for all my partners lost years. Talking credit, culture, real estate. Love be fake and hate be real. Show them folks the real and fake. I'ma show you boy what really came. Bring our minds together, see how much time we can really make. Let's go. Talking sports, music, politics. Blueprint to success, you wanna win, you better follow this. This that insight and enlightenment. Cause 2 tips of that code will bring a 10-year fed indictment. Let's talk religion, race, and leadership. Slave mentality, cause all we really want is chains and whips. All we really want is cane to flip. Make sure that you came equipped. Shit so deep I should bring a ship. Hey, let's talk integrity and structure. Standing up for something, not be falling over nothing. Hey, let's talk love, life, and loyalty. Kings and queens, we reign supreme and moving like we royalty. Hey, let's talk commodities and currency, humility.
Yeah, it's your boy Roll. It's your boy Preach Boy.
It's your boy Bebe the Motivator.
And I am JR, aka Mr. Rogers, and you're tuned in to
Real Talk Barbershop 870. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. What's happening with y'all out there?
What's cracking, brothers? How y'all feeling?
Man, everything good.
Hey, man.
What up, Pam?
What's up with y'all?
What's up, everybody, man? We doing something special tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, we normally do these sessions private, but we decided to come on live. You know what I'm saying? Social media live and record. This a real episode. So check this out, man. It's gonna go all the way down. We got a few topics we were gonna talk about. Hey, man, how y'all feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, bro.
Motivated, you feeling good?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm a little tired, man.
I'm feeling great.
What's up, Pam?
Man, I want to tell the community thank you for coming out yesterday to the Legends Weekend. Y'all really made
Great
our day.
event, great event, BB.
Yeah, appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to the Motivator.
Your staff, Healing the Hood staff, everybody that helped. Blythe School District, Blythe PD, Sheriff Department, Emergency Squad, Randy Henderson, Newcourt, Linda Moore Dawson.
That's what's up.
My boy Big Cooter, Chris Evans, all of them, everybody that helped me put together, all the high school players, all the players that participated. Elite Diamonds, amazing job.
Man, bro.
Shout out to
Big shout out to the Elite Diamonds, man.
They killed it.
Outstanding.
They
man.
killed
They
it.
killed that performance.
Murder scene.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
I seen somebody make a post. They were like, man, I gotta send a shout out to CJ because they coach basketball and they were like, man, it's hard working with just a few people.
Yeah.
All
You
them.
get, man, all of them, and I had to think about it. Man, you had to get all of them in
On
sync
one accord.
on one accord.
Yeah.
Man, she did it.
And they
Well,
don't-
they did it. Well, with her and her
Yeah,
coaches.
yeah.
Her and her coaches.
So shout out to y'all.
them, man.
Yeah, shout out to the honorees too, Mike Lester, Dr.
Man.
Ashton
Shout out to
Hammond,
Mike Lester.
Coach McKenzie, period, man. Shout out to our honorees, man. And all that. Our Mayor Melissa Logan for your help. Happy birthday too, Mayor Logan.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
happy today her birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
birthday.
Today her birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Boy, you sound like Luther almost on there.
Did I, man?
Yeah,
Don't love me up, man.
Come on down.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Boy, you sound good. You sound real good. Can I do the last one?
You sound
Happy birthday.
Hey.
To who?
Hey, man.
Melissa.
Go ahead, James. Finish it off.
To Melissa. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
To
Get you one in, B.
You.
One more time.
You.
Now hold it,
Come on,
hold it.
bro.
You.
Now we all gonna go in one accord, all four of us. We're
Come
gonna
on.
say you. Happy
One.
birthday to you.
Okay, let's do it one time.
Happy
Hey, this time here. One time.
This time
1,
here.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Boy, we sound like boys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Melissa. Happy birthday. Hold on. To
You.
you.
You. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Shout
Jay, you
out.
came with that bass
I
line.
had to change it up. I had to change it up. You know my boys be anyway.
Hey, he sound like the man on Boys the Man.
Y'all would get, well, that's what I just said.
Chelsea
I say you
the
said
fella.
you like him.
I'll go with
Chelsea
it.
the fella.
Yes, sir. Right on. Shout out to Chelsea Jackson.
Hey man, before we get started, man, we praying for those that was
Man, big
That's
time.
good, bro.
Impacted by a tornado.
yeah, and
Little
Rock,
Wayne,
Arkansas, no doubt about it, man.
Jacksonville.
yeah,
All
man.
those families, man, it was pretty bad, wasn't it, man?
It was, man.
I think what they tore the school up and win.
No doubt, man. It tore it up bad, man. You know, from the pictures.
Yeah.
You know, it looked
Was
like
it was it in the casualties?
It's
Man,
like
I
3
don't-
so far.
What
They
did
like
it
3.
in win?
They
Yeah,
still
they
looking
were like
for
3
people,
still
right?
looking up.
They still.
I think the last
missing.
death toll I heard was
Yeah,
like
no
3,
doubt.
you know.
That's very sad, man. Like,
Man, but man, we are most definitely praying
fact.
for all of those that's impacted by the tornado, by the weather these past couple of days. And you know, hey y'all keep them people in y'all prayers.
Yes, sir.
What's up? What we got tonight, fellas?
Man,
Just for
It's
talk.
us.
Hey, can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us on live? Y'all hear us pretty good.
It's us, man. You know,
Man, y'all go share our stuff.
it's a
Listen must
lot
be real,
of-
'cause listen to y'all better sing.
Oh, well, they definitely can hear us then.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
y'all
a-
share our stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt
Please,
about it.
sir.
It's a lot of things that I believe we can talk about, man. Let's dive into something that's
What's up? What
That's
you
really
got in your mind, bro?
Talk about it, man. We're going to throw a topic out there, bro, and then we're going to run with it.
Hey man, if y'all got something y'all want to elaborate on, man, just put them in the comments. All right, let's get it, bro. What you got?
man. Let's talk about how important it is to be a father. Fatherhood. Let's talk about
Fatherhood.
fatherhood, man. Let's do that. Let's dive into that. That's gonna be the first topic we jump on.
Man, that's a topic, man. We really can talk about
A
all
lot of
day.
different directions. in
You
that,
know what I'm
man.
saying? And it's good that, honestly, that's a good topic, bro. It's good that you got 4 black brothers talking about fatherhood.
The challenge.
doubt.
You know what I'm saying? The challenges, the
The
joy.
frustrations, the joy, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those fun times. You know what I'm saying? Those important times. I think when it comes to fatherhood, man, you know, one of the most important things is actually you gotta be there.
Yeah.
No doubt. That makes sense, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, spending that time is very important. It's more important than anything else, man, because like kids need to see that father figure in their life.
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm saying? And it's it could change like like how your child can go. You know what I'm saying? Like being in that child's life. For real.
I agree with that. You know, and one thing about it, man, you know, I commend all you fellas for being great dads. You know what I'm saying?
appreciate
Because a lot of
that.
times what
That's right.
happens is, man, you know, we get a lot of fathers out here that ain't really being fathers, man.
Right.
You know, so we want to change the narrative and show that, you know, it is a lot of great black fathers out here. You know, we get, you know, black men, we get a lot of, we get stepped on. I'm gonna say it like that a lot of times, you know, and rightfully so in a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? Because you got fathers out here that ain't being fathers to their kids.
Ain't being shit.
You know, and it's hard for me to respect that type of situation because a lot of times my homeboys, my family, friends, and different things of that nature, they good to their kids, man. You know, we over here right now, we in the
Love, man.
studio. You know what I'm saying? Chavis probably got about 10 kids out in front of his house out there.
Yeah, they
You
have
know?
to have the ball.
You
bro.
know, and you know, and I know what type of father Roe is. B. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats is outstanding fathers, and you know, and their kids will tell you that. You know, I'm saying it, but their kids will tell you that too. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at fatherhood, man, I look at y'all guys as the epitome of being good fathers.
That's
Man,
man,
I
I
appreciate
appreciate that.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? And we need
That's-
that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because I mean, you know, and cause it's a lot of in today's time, man. You know, when you looking at these households raised by women, and shout out to the ladies that's doing it.
Major shout out.
You get what I'm
Big
saying?
shout
Shout
out
out to
to
y'all that's
them.
doing it, man.
Big
You know,
shout
doing it by yourself.
Yes, yeah.
You know, we commend you for that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I see a culture shifting.
It is, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's so many
Yes.
single mothers out here.
So many.
You get what I'm saying? And we need these fathers, man, to step up and be fathers in their kids' life. No matter if you co-parenting, you in the house with your kids, you know, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? we need y'all to step up and be better, man. You know I can sit here and I can talk about this all day long because I'm passionate about it. You know, just on the strength that, you know, I don't really have no biological kids, but I done took care of, you know, my kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done took care of my kids since they was little bitty babies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get emotional about this type of stuff. You know, because I feel like I could have done better. You know, and I also look at the fact of when I was raising kids. You know, you know, I see what especially girls, because you know my house is full of girls. You know, they want their daddies, man.
They do.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
They do.
You know, so I can get to talking about this a lot, but you know, we on this thing together, and you know, it's time for the people to hear from some outstanding fathers, man. Y'all run with it, man.
And look, y'all make sure y'all comment. You know what I'm saying? You got something you wanna say, you wanna share concerning fatherhood. B, what's up?
Man, I think JR, man. JR was on that thing.
He just killed.
JR jumped into it, man. He jumped into it strong, man. But you know, me as a father, man. Y'all know, we all know him, man. I love my kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, not just my as James said. I mean, there's other kids that I've raised too, man. You know, there's not just my biological kids, but man, when I start raising, then you become my biological kids.
That's true.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? It's kids, man, that I've been with in the past, and man, I love them. You know, it's just like I love mine. You know what I mean? Real talk. So man, you know, when it comes to parenting and fatherhood, man, you know, the challenges. You know, we'll dive into some challenges and stuff soon. But man, you know, I think my biggest challenge as a father, man, is I want to give my kids too much because of the lack thereof that I had coming up. So sometimes
creates some pressure.
They can create pressure and problems.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you trying to give them everything.
Trying to give them the world, man.
And then sometimes we handicap our kids when we do that. We handicap them, man.
That's right on the head right
we
there.
handicap them because we're trying to give them everything we didn't have, but we're not teaching them responsibility in the asset. You know, my good friend Marco's Sierra, man. He always talk about raising his kids. He always say, you know, whatever he got, he tell the kids, that ain't yours, that's me and your mom. You know, like our kids feel entitled.
Yeah.
You know, like a sense of entitlement because we're their parents. But at the end of the day, if it's my house, that's my house.
Yeah.
I'm just allowing you to stay here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we got to teach them responsibility so they won't feel like we've handed them everything. Then something happened to one of us. Then now they are handicapped. You know what I mean? Because we spoon fed them and not taught them how to feed themselves. You know, so that's just a little piece I got on it right there so far.
Well, I think it's very important what you just said. Us not just handing it to them, you know, because kids are already spoiled as hell. You know, we spoiled the hell out of them.
Got everything.
Got things that we couldn't even think about getting. You know, and still want more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just us. Like we just go so hard for our kids. And like I was saying in the last interview, I was saying like, what gets me going? You know what I'm saying? Like when I don't want to get up or go to work. You know what I'm saying? I just think about who I'm doing this shit for. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids, my mama, my granny. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta go get it. So to touch on what James was talking about, like that's the child is not biologically yours, your children. I have one too, and that's my baby. And I will be like anything she does, and I'm gonna be there. Yes, like I've been there since she was a baby. I'm gonna continue to be there. That's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I feel I treat her just like my own.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And she just won Miss Debutante yesterday.
Shout out to
Shout out to Jaleel.
Shout out to Jaleel.
Keep being great, baby.
Shout out to Jaleel, man.
For sure.
Man, shout out to all my kids too, man. I got CJ, I got Sierra, Chaston, Nunu, Mina, C3. Y'all ain't think I was gonna ever stop this shit.
That's a lot of them.
I saw about you gonna keep
That's
going.
a lot of them, man.
Oh man, shout out to my babies, and I said it like that because James and Ro just spoke on something, and it was like, you know what I'm saying, when a kid is not biologically yours. I have a daughter like that, and that's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I've been with her since she's 5 now, and I've been with her since she was 3 months. You know what I'm saying, in her life.
Wow.
Hey, what up, world? It's your boy Preacher Boy, man. I had to pause a second and let you know that this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by no other than Impeccable Cuts. Listen, you heard me right, Impeccable Cuts. If you got a big day coming up and you need to look and feel your best, be sure to book with Impeccable Cuts and jump in that hot seat, man. Treat yourself by booking your next chop, your hot towel experience, or even your relaxing facial at bookthecut.co/preachboy. That's bookthecut.co/preachboy. All the information, the address, and the phone number on the screen, man. Listen, if you need to look your best, do your job and book, and I'll do the rest. Get impeccable. You know what I'm saying? So, and she know me. She don't know nothing but me. You know what I'm saying? So, as a father to me, man, I'm kind of like B, man. You know, we go so hard. We go so doggone hard because we want our kids to do better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We want our kids to have better, be better. And if we ain't careful, we'll end up spoiling them, which will end up ruining them. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, when they get in this world, or when their parents leave here, and we ain't taught them that, man, you gotta go get you know what I'm saying? You gotta go get you gotta work for what you want out of life.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the work, and then when you put the work in, you enjoy it. You enjoy it a whole lot better.
Trust it.
So, man, right now I'm going hard for my kids, man. I'm talking about I love each and every one of them the same. I love being a father. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like every other father, man. I want my kids to have way more than me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really never satisfied. That's why ain't nothing that I go through don't stop me, you know what I'm saying, from being an example to them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I go through. I can hit rock bottom. But man, I can look at my kids, bro, and like man, I said the other day, not the other day, a couple weeks ago, we was in service and we was talking about it was Black History, remember? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, Black History Month come around, we talk about all these people and we need to talk about them too. But what about us? What our kids gonna be able to say about us? You know what I'm saying? Are we leaving some history behind? That's what I'm trying to do, man. Man, I love my babies. All of them,
man. You know,
all of them.
We gotta be there. Like parents, fathers that's absent in your kid's life, man. You just don't know how. Well, you should know how important. Yeah, the joy, like just seeing them do different things. But what makes it different, like the guidance, like they need that, bro. Like so many kids that's out here lost because they don't have guidance. And some fathers that's in their kids' life ain't teaching them shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very important, bro.
A lot of us still kids, you know what I'm saying? In the mind.
Yeah. Still very immature too, you know. Yeah, you're right.
I got a little bit of a question to a certain extent as well, man. And this to our audience and us up here, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
What are some of your, and I know it's gonna be a difficult question because of the fact that y'all are outstanding fathers. Again, we all are, you know what I'm saying? But why do you think it's so many tough fathers? I mean, fathers that ain't in their children life. You know what I'm saying? They're against the even if you ain't with the woman, y'all can't even co-parent. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get into that. Why we think that it's so many poor fathers, or it may not even be poor fathers. There may be other reasons why there are a father may not be in a child life. Let's kind of get into that. What's y'all thought process on that?
Well, I want to say from my perspective, because I can't speak from I can't speak from actual activity because I'm in my kid's life.
Yeah.
But from me and my dad not being in my life, I can speak from that point.
All right, that'll work.
And I believe, man, after me and him talked, we talked about it several times. But I believe, man, he wasn't there. I know, according to our conversation, he wasn't there a lot of time, man, because, you know, for one, he was selfish. That's one. That's one angle. He was selfish. It was pretty much about him at the time, you know. And another reason was, man, sometimes our dad, man, he get a hold of an addiction. You know, whether the addiction is mental, whether it's a substance. Sometimes, man, addictions take man away, or you know, vice versa, or the woman will. But we talking about father, so it take the father away. Mm-hmm. But in my case, this kind of like what I see, and I'm speaking from experience as a kid. You know,
that didn't have a father.
You know what I mean? No, but other reasons, I would just say Relationship. Sometimes, man, a woman, you know, and I'm not trying to woman bash or man bash, but sometimes, man, a woman want that man, and then she start playing the game with the kid, and man, so the man go ahead, man. Sometimes the man just say the hell with it.
Yeah.
You know, man, I ain't for to deal with the problem. You know what I mean? When my kid get old enough, we'll talk about it then.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it ain't always the man.
Is that selfish?
You know, that's selfish on
Well,
her
you,
part.
well, to
No,
me,
no, well, you said that selfish on her
Well,
part.
it ain't really. If you doing all you can, I mean, I feel like if you doing all you can,
What you saying, would it be selfish in the sense of giving up, saying, man, I don't want to deal with it no more? That's almost kind of selfish to
That
me.
is-
that's what I was gonna say.
Because I
I
don't,
was
because,
gonna
I mean, you
say,
feel your child.
shouldn't nothing stop you from
Trying
trying
to
that.
stop you from
What you
going-
think?
yeah. I mean, I think it's selfish in a way, but it's playing devil advocate.
Yeah.
After you try so long, how long do you try? What did you do? What if the man trying? He don't have the money to get to an attorney. He don't have money to pay a lawyer to have custody. Because you know the average person, the average father, either he working check to check, he barely make it because you know there's this thing called child support. They're gonna put him on.
Tell your ass
They're gonna tell you regularly on child support. So now you ain't got nothing to fight with.
Well,
You know what I mean?
well,
And
the
child-
thing about it, if you get on child support though, you can get these things called
Right.
visitation rights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You
gotta
still gotta go
to
to
a
court.
certain-
You still gotta go to court because I had it. But they won't automatically grant it. You gotta go to court and get awarded that.
Yeah, you gotta go to court because a lot of times they put you on child support. You don't even be knowing you on child support until you get the damn letters or they taking it out your check. They'll put you on that shit without you even going to court.
You don't care nobody say
Yeah, but
child
we-
support
but
is
we
against the
went-
man, man. It's totally against the man.
Yeah, yeah. Fact.
Especially if you're a good man, if you're a decent man, child support ain't for you, bro.
You think it's there, well, it's probably, of course it's going to be against the man at times, right? You know what I'm saying? But
It's against me.
It was against you because you said you was a
Right.
good father, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
an
at the same
embarrassment.
time, too, shit, you know, when you really look at it, you know,
It
when
got
you
its
got
place.
you got a place.
It got its
Yeah.
place.
You got a place. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
you got some-
You
you
got
got
some
some-
sorry,
you got
sorry
some-
brothers out here
Yeah.
that ain't taking care of their kids, and
That ain't
if it
doing
wasn't
shit.
if it wasn't for that, what would they get it out? They wouldn't get nothing, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What you think?
Yeah, but then you got good brothers that take care of the kids. They got 3 kids by her, 2 kids by her, and then they got 1 by this one. The one got the one. You got to pay $300 a week on. But what about the other 5?
Right.
That's, ain't no man. I know a dude was getting was on child support, bro. I ain't making this up. His check went on like $82 every time he get it every 2 weeks. How can you live off that, man?
can't.
You can't.
No
You,
way.
go, you start going to other.
Man, you know, and I know you made the baby, but you made the baby, but you still got to some kind of way. You got to find a way to work with that man. If he's trying now, you put him out here on the crash dummy course. Now he probably out here in the street trying to hustle or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
So it means both ways. I'm not just trying to advocate for the man. Only I'm just saying there's some reason the man sometimes something like you said. Sometimes child support has its place.
Right. And
Feel that. Feel that.
and I'm gonna answer your question too, and I'm gonna answer it. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't gonna say much from what Bebe done said, because first of all, I don't really think nothing should give you a reason to be a poor father. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing should give you a reason to be a poor father. That's a choice. You know what I'm saying, man? I think, and if I did have to get something that title, the number 1 pick, it'll be selfishness. What you just said. That'll be the only reason I ain't worried about with my kids, because you can't be worried about when they grow up, are they gonna be able to talk about what they dad or what they I ain't gonna put mom in this because we talking about father, what they dad and did. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
But
just
nothing stopped me.
selfishness.
Nothing didn't stop
No
me.
doubt. No doubt.
No,
No
it
doubt.
ain't
No
stopping
doubt.
me.
You know,
Yeah, no doubt.
me and my son, mama, we was at odds for a while, but man, she grew up. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I wasn't gonna stop. So you already know I'm not stopping. So you know, if I made that child, I'm not stopping, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know,
I think like sometimes like it takes us black men to grow up, like period, like mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because we do be selfish and starting out like me, you know what I'm saying? Like not just realizing how important it was to be there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when my baby was young. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up like, damn, nigga, I gotta do what the fuck I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So you most definitely gotta grow up, man. You be immature.
Sometimes I kind of feel like, you know, I can take it from the perspective of this too. You know, maybe guys have too many kids. You know what I'm saying? Too many kids, too many baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times children, you know, of course they gonna pay for the fact that you having all these kids. right? Because I think sometimes when it comes to men, it be out of sight, out of mind.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? You know, you got 7, 8, 10 children. You know what I'm saying? But you may have, out of these 10 kids, you may have 3, 4 of them living with you.
Right.
You might be a solid dad
Right.
in home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You might be a dope dad at home, where your kids at home like, man, you can't really say nothing about my dad because my dad is a great dad at home.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you got 4, 5 other ones floating
Yeah.
out here. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. You don't really talk to them that much. You know what I'm saying? So you can become a deadbeat dad just on the strength that you don't really even communicate with your children like you should, or you ain't thinking about your children on a daily basis because you got in-home family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that can play a major part in it as well. Y'all, what y'all?
That's
y'all
right.
think?
That's right. That's right.
That's true.
That's
That's
very
true.
true. Not
I
just.
don't know, man.
Speak it.
I'm saying I feel that, but I'm still at that point, man.
I'm still
Man,
checking
when you
I mean, you should.
when you create something, man, you gotta, man, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to not forget.
You goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? It's your responsibility to not. It's my responsibility to not just be an in-house dad, in-home dad, because I gotta know I got these kids out here. You know what I'm saying? I just can't want no other man just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But I thought that's what you were saying. I thought you were saying like.
No, what I'm saying is, that could be an excuse.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
But it shouldn't be. I'm giving you a perspective of like, maybe
saying.
this is an example of an excuse that a man can use because I got too many damn
Yeah,
kids. And
but
out of sight, out
I'm
of
taking
mind.
care of what I see.
Yeah, what I see.
Yeah.
But it ain't no excuse really.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
But they
saying.
use it as
But
excuse.
that's the point I'm trying to sit and make.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
whatever the hell you do for the ones in the house, you do for the ones that's not in the house.
It's only factual. It's only right.
But you know, a certain you do it to the ones that's not in the house, but some things in the house gonna get out of the house not gonna get.
Time.
You know, they're gonna get probably more time.
Yeah,
you know,
well, they gonna get more time for sure.
I mean,
for
but
sure.
you ain't you're not trying to draw a wedge. It's just because you may be the custodial parent of that child, and the mom may be the custodial parent of the other child. But y'all got the agreement to sing them. You know, so you still doing your part as a father because you got to share that time because y'all just not together.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was saying indirectly, you're not directly trying to create that I'm not giving the time the same amount of time. You just happen to have these kids here, and those kids are with her, or with, whatever. So you're not directly trying to say I'm creating a wedge between my children. It's just happening that I got custody of these children here because this is my immediate family. But then my other kids about her, but I still have an agreement that we share time with them.
You take care of your other kids,
Yeah,
as much as possible.
Yeah, as much as possible.
Because I'm sure if they in another home, they probably gonna get
More,
attention over there as well. But you still trying to give them as much, as you can possibly give. And be the best dad you can in the midst of having children on the outside.
Their time critical too, man.
I can only imagine.
is
All the
everything.
time with your children. I'm gonna tell you early, like kind of like what Rose said. Earlier in my fatherhood, I was thinking, man, when my baby first was born, man, I'm gonna tell you that I can't see how a man don't take care of the kid. But man, when I saw my first baby, man, Twiggy, man, when I first saw my baby, man, boy, joy.
It was joy.
Oh man, ain't no feeling like it. Ain't no feeling like it, man. Ain't no feeling like seeing that baby, man. When you get the chance to hold that baby and she crying or he crying, man, for you not to take care of that, man, that's your creation. Man, I can't respect a man like that.
It's tough to
I don't respect no man like that, man. You can't tell me nothing. You can't, I know people, I know people that's in leadership roles.
Sure can't trust them.
Yeah, sure, you can't, how?
She spoke as preacher.
You
How
can't
can
trust them because they don't trade it on the kids.
Yeah.
So they'll stab you in the back.
Yeah.
If you damn near, you can't take care of your children.
Yeah, people in leadership role, man. Dad is in leadership role. They'll tell you something and try to tell you advice, but they don't even do what they're supposed to be doing by their children. Now, you can't tell me nothing, man. I don't got no respect for a person like that. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask y'all this, and I'm gonna answer it first. Like James, this probably gonna be a tough question too. You know what I'm saying? Have there ever been an area, and this for y'all out there too? All right, have there for the fathers? This question that holds accountability. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got accountability, you ain't gonna answer this with truth. So the question is, have you ever failed as being a father? And like I said, I'll be the first one. I have. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, and most of everybody seen my story. on my podcast episode.
Yeah, bio.
My bio. And if you hadn't, go check it out on Real Talk Barbershop 870 on our YouTube. Man, I went to the prison system when I was 18. When I went, I had a son that was 9 months, and when I got out, he was 8. So I can honestly say, yeah, I failed him because I left him. You know what I'm saying? I left him. I left his mom. You know what I'm saying? And it really kind of hard to talk about because it was my lifestyle. So it was my choice. So I gotta take the blame for it because that's what we talking about right now. You're not spending time. How can you spend time if you incarcerated?
Yo, this your boy Bebe, the motivator. And this episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by Gillespie Insurance Group, where we make your personal lines and your commercial lines come together to decrease your risk. Look, I'm at a new location, 801 West Moultrie in the magnificent city of Blytheville, Arkansas. Here's my number, 870-623-4742. I repeat, 870-623-4742. If you're not with GIG, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be. Yeah.
So I gotta be honest and say, you know what I'm saying, man, my oldest son, I failed him because I wasn't there at a young. That's why, for man, I won't do nothing to be extracted from my kids' life no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, from now on, my kids and like me and my son, we ain't had the best relationship. We done started talking more now. You know what I'm saying? But from now on, man, my kids, man, they gonna feel me. I'm gonna be right there. I ain't getting distracted no more. Ain't nothing taking me from my kids no more. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way, Preach. I feel like I had failed too, because like I felt like I was in the streets too much. Like it's time. Like time is very important. You know what I'm saying? I think I was missing out. I was missing out some critical things in their life growing up. You know, especially with my daughter. Like I think I should have did more when she was a child. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. Like I was very selfish. You know what I'm saying? I was very selfish. And still to this day, I think I should do more. But
I think we always gonna have that.
like I just
Do more.
like I could like sometimes you kind of put the blame on yourself. Like when certain situations happen, you know what I'm saying? You feel like, man, I could have. If I would have did this, maybe this wouldn't happen. But God has His own design for things to happen. Like what happens is supposed to happen. So, but it always be in my head. Like, man, I should have did this and did that. But now, it ain't shit that they got going on that I'm not gonna be there.
Yes, sir.
Like man. That's why I'm so busy.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna coach all they shit. I'm gonna be at all their events. It don't matter what they doing.
You there?
I'm there. I take off fucking work. I don't give a damn. I'm not missing this shit.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it is. Like that's how I roll. Like I'm gonna do whatever I can for them kids, man. Cause that's that love I have for them, man. I love them with all my heart. Like there's nothing that can tear me from them. I would never leave this area. As long as my kids around this junk, man, I'm here.
You know, we had that conversation.
Right. I'm not leaving my kids, man. Hell no. Hell no. I love being a daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit, man.
I feel the same.
It's amazing, man.
I remember telling Rod Jones, shout out to Rod Jones. I was like, man, and he was on me tough. He was like, man, bro, I'm telling you, man, you can go there now, man, and you can make a killing cutting her. I'm talking about he came to me, I know more than 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Man, I can't leave. My kids here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I can be that far from my kids. You know what I'm saying? I love them too much. You know what I'm saying? They need their daddy around. You know what I'm saying? So
Has to happen.
Nah. I feel when I left my oldest son, man, but that ain't never happened again. And you know what I'm saying? Even now, my 3 children, Sierra, Chaston, and Nunu, I'm not with their mom no more, but I'm in their life. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from being out their life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the attitude we gotta have. You gotta grasp that.
You gotta have.
Even when a relationship, you can't allow the relationship with your mate to affect your relationship with your kids. And sometimes it's hard. We gotta be honest, like Bebe was saying. Sometimes it's hard. You know what I'm saying? You might got those that try to make it hard on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But you as a man, you as a father, you can't allow that to stop you from being in your kid's life.
No, I mean, like you said earlier, I mean, the question, I know I failed earlier in fatherhood. And I'm gonna say this, man, we eliminate the excuses this Spann brand. Also,
Absolutely.
man, it's good for us to talk about stuff like this as brothers because, man, it didn't come with a manual. Fatherhood didn't come. They didn't give us a parental manual on how to be a father. Most of us learned how to be a father by we are our first fathers in our family. You know, some of us, you know, I know Spann and Roe had a chance to have a father figure. You know what I mean? I don't know James did it.
My father gone early.
You know, I didn't have a father figure, so man, you know, everything was trial and error. Everything with me was I'm learning by experience. You know, man, I didn't have no roadmap to follow to tell me what did and what to do and what not to do. But you know, early in my parenting as a father, man, I was absent because I was selfish. I'm being I was selfish. I was indulging in the street life. You know, so you know what came with that. You know, although I was out there doing what I was doing to make the change, I also was clubbing. You know, I was leaving my wife at home with the kids, and you know, she was doing a great job raising them. But me, myself, I thought just taking care of them was the main ingredient.
Yeah.
But man, kids require time.
Yeah,
Man, I'm gonna tell you something about a good father, man. If you're a good dad, man, them kids want to be around you.
Damn right.
So after learning, after realizing life ain't just about Bebe, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we get caught up in, man, we think, you know, a few dollars can hush somebody up. You know what I mean? But you know, even though I wasn't missing no activity, I wasn't missing no award, I don't miss none of that. At the same time, I wasn't happy to nourish their relationship or nourish their relationship with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Even with my son, I wasn't doing all I could do. So when you look back and say, I kind of feel like I failed in the beginning part of me being a father. Not that I wasn't there, but you could be there and still not be there. You could be there, you could be in the house, you could be in the home with your children, and you still not be there, bro. That's what a lot of men got. That's what we got to do as men. So it's good to have talk like this right here because, man, a lot of times you think because you waking up at that house with them kids that you there. But what are you putting into them? What are you pouring in? And then you get saying they always want to be with mama. Or they always acting like a girl or this, that, and other thing we say. But what are you imputing into them?
Yeah.
Are you just waking up there?
Yeah.
But you
Just
really
going to
not
make
there?
the money.
Yeah, you there, but you gone.
You paying all the bills.
Yeah, that ain't cool either, man. That ain't cool either. So, as a father, I learned that, man, you can't just be there. You gotta actually be there. But you know now, like me and my Twiggy, like my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
I love y'all relationship.
Man, we
too,
just
man.
like my best. But she my biggest critic, but she also my biggest supporter.
That's what it's about, though.
Yeah, my baby love that. I mean, all my kids love me, but I'm talking about the one that's vocal. They always get Twiggy. They get her the knife so she can come cut me.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna come. They gonna get Twiggy the knife.
And she coming.
Oh,
She coming like
gonna say
Jason. She coming like
man.
Jason.
Jason lives. Twiggy coming, man. I'm telling you, she coming.
Man, that's crazy. That's good, though.
That's what's up, man.
No doubt. Well, like I said, man, you know, with me, you know, it's a tad bit different. Like I said, man, you know, like y'all said, you know, you don't really have a roadmap to fatherhood, and I didn't have any children to have a roadmap for biological children. So, you know, everything revolved around me was being a stepfather, and with me, you know, I dropped the ball a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I think more than anything, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife, she got 3 daughters. You know, we got three daughters. So it's even a little difficult, you know, when you got 3 daughters because you don't really know, you're almost tiptoeing to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really know. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Women are a little bit more emotional. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really know how to kind of ease into a situation of trying to be a father. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to. You almost, it was times where in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, you don't want to overstep your boundaries because they got dads.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to overstep your boundaries, and then at the same time, too, I didn't know how to be a damn father. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, my father died early. in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really taught how to, I wasn't taught by a man how to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Because my father died kind of early. So you was in, and then even with my significant other, my wife, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really know how to even put it all together neither. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no shade or nothing like that. It's facts, right? Like she didn't know how to put, her children and her husband and make it all a family. So we kind of was struggling with the sense of trying to make this thing a family. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult. You know what I'm saying? And so I have a lot of I don't really have regrets like I said before, but I have a lot of times where I wish I could have done things differently. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, even when me and my wife wasn't married, we was girlfriend and boyfriend, it was times where we would get into little altercations and they'll leave the home. That affects them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When you leaving the home, you know what I'm saying, you going to stay somewhere else for a little while, coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going to stay somewhere else for a little while, coming back. That'll drive a wedge in a situation but at the time, hell, I'm young, I don't know this.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking this gonna drive no wedge because you just don't know this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Now as a man now, the age I'm in now, of course I see it. Right? And you know that this type of stuff will draw, anybody out there too. If you steady going back and forth, it's what I'm saying, it's gonna be a wedge there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, man, I wish things would have been way, way better in my life, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you miss that aspect of having more of a stronger bond, familyness. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, no doubt. So that was my biggest, I guess, let down to a certain extent.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So but that's part of it though.
I'm piggyback what James saying too, man. We as men too. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Let's try to reduce confrontation in front of our children. Let's not play like we perfect with each other, because we want our kids to understand that there's gonna be confrontation in a relationship. You're gonna have confrontation, but we got to be careful how we talk. My biggest problem is the way and I have worked on it, through therapy, through having my therapist and being able to try to work with this anger. Because sometimes we get angry, bro, and we get to saying stuff to these women that we shouldn't say.
You damn right.
And then if you got them kids, you know what I mean? You got them kids, man, them kids hearing that, man, at the end of the day, you as the man are the one them kids gonna look at it as the enemy.
As the
the woman can get just as loud as you and say some things too, but you in that tone and you in your mannerisms, you gonna look like the monster. You like the monster.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, no matter regardless of how you look at it, the average woman can't whoop the average man.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can't whoop us with their mouth either. Really, they can whoop probably us mentally. But in front of a kid, no. Yeah, we the aggressor.
Right.
So man, like I had to watch myself. These are things I've learned now. These are things I've learned. And I had to learn through trial and error. I had to learn because I did it. I've had the tone. Man, now me and Nicole, we didn't really never argue in front of our kids, hardly ever. You know what I mean? But if it did jump off, I'm the aggressor. You know what I mean? So I had to learn now, like, watch what you say to that woman, man. Watch what you say to them kids. Watch how y'all argue in front of those kids, because that stuff is trauma to a kid. It's trauma to a kid.
So so I can piggyback off what you just said. As a man, I'm gonna ask this question to y'all, as men, grown black men. How do y'all deal with emotions? How do you deal with your emotions? Let's start off with you, Bree.
We got a question on her.
What's up?
We got a question from Benson. Benson ain't got a question. He just says good stuff. He said men need uplifting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just told him to call in and elaborate on it.
Yeah. But like I was saying, about you saying that you get angry and stuff like that. So how did you deal with that? Like your emotions, like
being honest, bro, I didn't really deal with it until after the relationship. I was after the relationship still the same way. So like, no matter if even after the relationship, after the divorce and all that, I still had anger, bro. So it didn't matter if it was Nicole, Betty, Jane, Sally. Bebe had to deal with my anger first, because I'm still with that person because I say something to try to cut you. And I don't really mean it, but I just want to make you feel me. You know what I mean? But then you can't go back and say, I'm sorry for something that cuts deep.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then your kids are there, especially them girls, man. You don't want the average man talking to your daughter the way we talk to some of these women. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
So I ain't saying I'm not man bash. I'm talking about me. First of all, I'm talking about me. The way I handle things. I cut hard with my words. People see B, but
I have to be.
I cut hard with my words, man.
I have to.
So do you think you was hurting?
Yeah, because when I started going to therapy, I was dealing with stuff. I was dealing with trauma that I didn't even realize. But we don't, as black people, as black men, we don't believe in getting help.
What's happening, y'all? This your boy Ro, and this episode of RTB870 is sponsored by Jacob's Lawn Service. We licensed and insured. We do commercial and residential. When you don't want to get out there and cut that grass, give your boy that cash. Hey, and we got affordable prices. We're here to take care of all your lawn needs. So give your boy a call at 870-740-8534. That's 870-740-8534. You dig?
So we got
You're
trauma
right,
going on.
You're right.
We got a whole lot of trauma going on, but we feel like we can take care of it ourselves.
That's real.
Well, we can solve it ourselves. Well, hell, we wouldn't be hollering and screaming at our women.
We wouldn't be where we are.
Yeah, we wouldn't be where we are. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be out here snapping and going crazy just because she said pick up a pair of socks. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, dog.
So some of this stuff, man. We talking real talk, man. Some of this stuff we need to go and just let a therapist help us just talk it out, bro.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff just needs to be talked out, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sorry, bro.
It's like it was the question, but it's like it's hard for like us to express our feelings sometimes on how we feeling. You know what I'm saying? Towards like when we have an argument, like.
Any rope? Can I stop you right there? Where the point you're at right now?
But
You know what? You absolutely right. Cause you know what we do a lot of times? We bundle it up.
we bundle it
And when
up.
we blow up, boy, we finna say some stuff.
It's
Oh man, we done bundled up stuff from our wife. We done bundled up stuff from our job.
Yeah.
We done bundled up stuff from they done
Yeah,
pissed us
man.
off over here.
We so
Homeboys done piss you off.
Exactly.
Now that woman done said the wrong thing, just the wrong thing. She just caught you at the wrong time.
You so
And
goddamn
boy,
mad,
you done said
boy.
you done said some stuff. And then you think about a couple hours later, you like, damn. I cut her, man. I cut hard, man. Then your kids are in this.
Yeah.
We talking about father. Now your kids done heard how you done blew up on their
And
mama.
at that moment, you ain't caring what nobody heard.
You don't care what nobody hear
Yeah.
when you snap off.
Yeah.
When you snap off, you said everything. You talking about how everything ain't right. Nothing ain't right. I mean, ain't nothing. Your sex ain't right. Your cooking ain't right. Ain't nothing right.
You right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that emotions, dealing with emotions is tough as hell when it comes to being black, man. Black men in general. You just tend to. I think a lot of times we don't never deal with the root of our issues. Then that goes back to being, going having some therapy. We definitely need that type of stuff, man. Because when you don't deal with the root of stuff, the more you age, it's like it stuff just steady piling.
It gets worse. It get worse.
It just get worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, dealing with emotions are extremely difficult. A lot of times, man, I remember finding myself just being in dark rooms. Craziest thing ever. Just being in dark rooms and dealing with emotions within myself. Right? You know what I'm saying? You might even be crying to yourself. You just dealing with these pent up emotions, and a lot of times, even when you're dealing with it yourself, you're not getting no kind of resolution. You know what I'm saying? So you just steady dealing with the same thing over and over and over and over, going in here. You almost you just laying there and you just like, damn, you're almost in a dark space because you don't know how to go and talk to somebody and let somebody give you some relief. You get what I'm saying? So you just let this shit pile up on you, and like you said, that's when you start exploding. You know what I'm saying? You just start, or you walking around, you smiling and really hurting like hell on the inside.
I mean, I know all of us have been there.
You know what I'm
Smiling like all our personality, all of us have been there.
Been there. You walking around,
You hurting
mother
like
can't even tell you going through.
But you going through.
You got a whole
Trauma.
goddamn 5-6
And
people
then-
on your back that you walking around with, carrying.
You still laughing.
But you still laughing and kicking it and
Kicking
with your
it.
friends and all that shit there. And by the time you get home, you going back into that dark space.
Yep. Not realizing that you're like you hurting, so you tend to start hurting other people.
You damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So like
But you ain't dealt with that root.
you ain't dealt with the root.
Man, you got to deal with the root of any problem. You got to deal with the root of it, man.
And you know what, James?
All right.
A lot of times, like the thing you saying,
Mhm.
man, for a man to go get help, it's shameful.
You damn right it is.
For us to go,
Why?
for us,
Why
because
you-
we've been taught that. There's been something in our culture so long that the average black man, guess what? He's been the breadwinner. He's been the provider. He's been taught that he's the hero. He's the you know, you the rock.
You can't cry.
You can't
You
cry.
can't cry. You can't say I
You can't
love
have no
you.
emotion.
Like we don't even know. We were talking. We don't, the way we say we
Well, I
love
was
each
saying
other.
that's how we were talking.
And a lot of
right?
times we probably wouldn't even talk though. You know what I'm saying?
We just
really
picked it up.
Picked it up.
Picked it up.
Picked it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what we do. We
Your
like
dad-
a
your
spawn.
dad-
We
your
pick
dad
stuff
wasn't-
up.
your
He
dad
never
wasn't
said
teaching
it.
you
He
shit.
never said
He
it,
wasn't
yeah.
telling you. Well, I'm not saying he
Yeah.
wasn't teaching you shit. I said that wrong. He wasn't showing no kind of like you can really let your emotions out. You know what I'm saying? Because he was
So
built
the
tough.
generation before us, boy, they were
Yeah,
really
They
tough.
were built tougher than us.
Shake your hand.
Hard and
right.
shit.
Yeah, but-
Break your hand. Break your hand. Why
Everybody shake your hand out.
Why
Look at your eye
Your
dog.
head, you shake my
Yeah,
head like that.
why are you
folks.
doing that? Full of testosterone ain't doing shit, no.
Yeah,
But
right.
anyway, that's, you know,
Appreciate you. Shout out, Lil Pat.
what's happening, Doc?
Man, yeah, man. But a lot of time, man, it's shameful, man, for a man to go get some help, bro. Especially if somebody know it.
Trust it.
You know what I mean? So a lot of times that's why we dealing with generations and generations of stuff that we've been dealing with.
Angry black
That we
man.
dealing with years and years of anger right now. Like some of us
Generations of
dealing with
angry
years.
black
Then
men.
the slightest thing we blow up. And guess who we always blow up on? We always blow up on the wrong person.
On the wrong person.
And we make it.
So,
Go ahead, bro.
so you gotta think, okay, you said generations of angry black men. Then you got, now coming up, these black men has no guidance. They angry, nobody to guide them, nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The father's not there. So now you got a generation of kids that just out here just being ruthless out in this motherfucker.
But it was our
That stems
generation
to me.
too.
Yeah. And that,
Yeah, I
that
was
too
just saying
stems.
that for all
Yeah,
of us.
yeah,
For
no
all
doubt.
of
And that's,
us.
you know, every generation gets a little worse, so you know,
Yeah,
say
I
it like
feel
that.
you.
But in reality, that kind of stems too from dad is not being in the homes a lot of
Exactly.
times too. You get what I'm saying? Like it goes to them. You got mamas trying to raise boys, not saying that they can't. My mom raised us, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of great women that can raise men, you know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. But you need that man in the home with you know what I'm saying? Raising them boys, for sure.
These kids
The
out
girls.
here
You know,
angry,
and
bro.
girls as well, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Girls
Got it.
need that man more than anything.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that too.
We just seen a girl let a man pull their hair like a dog.
Yeah, we did.
Yep,
Man, come on, man.
You know
That's
what I'm
what I do. I'd be like, man, hell no.
Yeah.
yep. These kids out here angry, bro.
They
They ain't
angry.
got their daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They mama talking to them crazy because she don't know no goddamn better.
And
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
times they
saying?
just looking at, you know, I guess too, you know, when a mom raised boys, a lot of times they looking at their sons as their, I don't want to say significant others, but it be that kind of type of situation.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You letting your son kind of do anything these days because you know you kind of be wanting that companionship to a certain extent. And as the man get older, you know that's why you got a lot of men these days. It's the craziest thing ever. A lot of men don't mind staying in the mom home to mid 20s, 30s, and then when you do transition about your mom home, you go into a woman home and letting them raise you too because you missing that mama.
Wow.
You get what I'm
So
saying?
now your girlfriend, your mom.
Your girlfriend, your mama.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Where we was growing up, shit, nigga, when I was turned 18, I was hitting the door
I'm getting the
fast as
hell
a
out
month.
of
I'm getting the hell up out of this house.
Well, I was out in the 10th grade.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna, you think I'm finna sit in this house with my mama? We can't even have her get along a little bit. She want me to get up out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My mama there like, man, we finna go get some yard sale furniture, man. You finna get up out of here. I'm like, hey,
Get some yard sale furniture, you get the
Trust
fuck
it.
up out of
You
this
get up out of here, but now these days, you got women that ain't trying to put their boys, they ain't letting their boys be men. You know what I'm saying? They let them sit in the home with them forever. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
if you a boy, you been living with your mama till you're 27.
You don't know how to provide.
You don't know how to provide. You saying the hell with it, man. Where I can go lay my head at with my girlfriend?
Sure right, little Pat.
You get what I'm saying? Now you laying up on your girlfriend. No damn responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we just making a lot of beta men.
So that's the need for the man being participating in his son's or his daughter's life.
Come on, B.
That's the need. We got the missing piece to the puzzle in the house. He don't have to actually be the one, but he needs to be active in those kids' life.
That's right.
Got to.
You know what I mean? To teach them responsibility. But
Trust
but we do have men now that you know they've been like what Jay just said. They coming out of home. They done came out of their mama house at 27.
Come on now.
They don't even know how to raise the boy
You don't know how
or
to
the
do it.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of, you don't got no masculine men like that, man. You ain't got no alpha men around here. Really, too, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of betas. You know?
You right.
Where to lay up on the, man, I couldn't never find myself laying up under no woman.
Man, laying up on her. She take care of you.
Come on, man.
I ain't
I'm
doing
sitting
shit.
around the damn house.
Ain't got no
You the
goddamn
household.
hustle about your damn self.
You the household.
Stop
Fuck
it.
no.
Stop it. That's stupid to me.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But man, like I said, you know, and we can get into these conversations can get real, man. You know. But I gotta go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. No,
I got another kind of question too, man. You know.
And man, hold on, James.
All right.
Man, y'all make sure, man, y'all on live. If y'all want to call in, man, and comment,
Yes, sir.
man, the number is pinned in the live, man. Call in, man. We'll stop and take your call, man. We ain't bashing nobody. Just call in and say what you got to say, and let's talk about it. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, and this something, you know, I would love for a woman to call in on, you know, what's the challenges of co-parenting? You know what I'm saying to y'all, you know, like what's the challenges, you know, when y'all tend to go your separate ways for whatever reason, and y'all have made this baby together. You know what I'm saying? What's the challenges of co-parenting? You know?
I think
Run that.
I think the challenges of co-parenting, the biggest challenging of co-parenting would be communication.
Alright.
And it really shouldn't be a challenge.
That is my
And you know what I'm saying? I don't think it should be a challenge. And I think that it's kind of not placed as important as it should be, because not intentionally. I just believe that the parents, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times divorces, not even divorces when you split up, because a lot of people ain't married. When you split up, a lot of times they just don't end right. You know what I'm saying? And you got the woman or you got that man that's still holding, because this now of course he acts ain't just men. I mean men. You got the woman or the man, and they still got stuff in their heart, and because they can't communicate, especially when you got babies, it make it hard to co-parent. Because now the father don't want to call the mother and see what's going on because you into it, or she don't want to call you because she feeling a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest problem of co-parenting would be communication. If you could communicate, man, if both parents can just communicate for the sake of the children, right, without trying to bash each other, the father not trying to bash the mom not trying to bash the father, and do this for the kids, I think then not even will it be easy to co-parent, but it'll be easier for like whoever you in a relationship and whoever they in a relationship to be able to communicate as well.
Makes sense, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So I think the biggest challenge, what makes, your question was what makes co-parenting so hard, the lack of communication, the lack of effective communication.
That's good.
That's what I would say.
We have a lady on here that said participation. Miss Stacey Anderson.
What you mean by
Participation. What the question was, what makes it hard to co-parent? Participation, probably from the other.
After she won't call in and elaborate.
What you think, bro?
The pack gotta come in too.
I think piggyback on preach board, communication is very, very important, because like with you not being in the home anymore, certain things you don't know what's going on, you know, especially if you know, your child or the parent, the mama don't tell you. Right. So like, it'll be something going on in the house that you won't even know about, you know, so that, and that'll, which it will make me upset, because like certain things I need to know. Like, that's right, why is this going on and I don't know about it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So like communication, all you gotta do is tell me what's going on. I'm not there anymore in the house, so yeah, that's a big thing, man. Like you hit it right on the head. Communicate, man. Tell me why I don't know these things. I talk to you all the time. I talk to the kids every day. They ain't gonna tell me, so you need to tell me.
Yeah, right.
You know, so, and then another thing is the relationship with the mama. Or the relationship with the father. Right. Like, shit, maybe y'all, you know, the preacher would say y'all had bad falling out probably, or, you know what I'm saying, maybe the man sucked.
Like
he just came in and disappeared.
Like LePass said, you can't be a father if there's bad blood between the parents, because the mom always think they have more right than the father. It's
because they in the house, they feel like they raising the child. He stay with you, they stay with you, but I still do what the hell I'm supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to say, LePat, I feel you, and that's true. But at the same time, the mom do, in most circumstances, they do got more right, because if you split up, if you ain't got joint custody, if you ain't got, hold on, little Pat, we're finna get right back to you. Hold on, I'm gonna get right back to that, all right? RTB870, who we got here?
You got Stacy on the line.
What's happening, Stacey?
What's up with Stacy?
What's happening, Stacey? Talk to us. How do you feel?
So when you were just piggybacking off what you were saying about communication, that is a major aspect. But when I was talking about participation, most of the women feel like, I think Bebe said it earlier, like he wasn't participating, like he was there, you know, he was giving money, felt like that's all he had to do. But as far as participation, the day-to-day task of doing stuff with the children, I'm only speaking from my aspect. You know, my son's father, we don't live in the same states, but I remember when I used to argue with him, because we're adults now, when I used to argue with him, my major thing was, well, you know, you need to come get him and spend time with him. You need to be doing this, or, you know, you don't have to wait on me to do stuff. Like, you need to take it upon yourself. Like, you need to come to these games. You need to talk to him and see what his interests are, build their relationship with him. And that was my major thing, that he didn't participate enough as far as being a parent.
Gotcha.
Whereas he just looked like, well, he got a good mom, I know he's taken care of.
So kind of like time.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree with that, Stacey.
Out of sight, out of mind. Like you said earlier. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here. So he kind of like, you know, he done fell all the way off the wagon. You know?
And so, you know, with my child, he like, well, why he don't come see me, or why,
You
why
were
don't
daddy.
he do this?
Right.
You know, I don't feel like I should have to call and tell you, hey, come see your son, come to a game, you know, take him. Which now is better now. He's gotten older. He finally got it. I know we were both young parents at the time, but that was the major thing with me was, I feel like, you know, I can't do this by myself. I shouldn't have to. I don't want to.
That's true.
You know. So you need to, you know, come do some stuff too.
That's
Man.
good, man.
Man, Stacey, man, we most definitely appreciate you for calling in and
All
elaborate. Y'all got something?
You know, I think that's true, because, you know, I mean, what you're saying is, you know, he was in another state, I was in the same house, and he was missing. So I know what you mean, because I've heard the frustration too from the woman, you know. And I mean, it's a legitimate argument, because I love my children, so I miss nothing. I didn't miss nothing, but also you can miss that participation part, what you said, and participating on helping the woman or helping the children become, you know, what they're supposed to be from a daddy putting his input in, not just the mom.
This episode of Real Talk Barbershop 870 is sponsored by
870 Trucking.
where they specialize in general freight.
Give us a call at 870
870
278
278
2934.
2934.
Yes, sir.
You did.
I like that.
Everybody needs a father.
Everybody needs a father.
Everybody.
So
Everybody
good.
does. Everybody does.
For sure.
Appreciate you calling in, Stacey.
Man, thank you
Appreciate
so
that.
much,
That's
man.
good.
Anybody else want to call in and chime in on this topic, man, please do so. I see we got a few more comments here.
All right.
We got Pat Reed. We read Pat Reed comment, and what I was saying to you, Pat, I feel exactly what you're saying. But a lot of times, if things ain't done the right way, when you get out that house, that mother do have, and I know this from, you know what I'm saying, experience. The mother do have more right to you. First of all, because they with the mom.
Yeah, no
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? So we just got to go.
And
And we just got to go above and beyond
To do, yeah,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
You're right, bro.
Ebony Butler said communication is the key, makes a big difference, and plays a big part. Maisha said bitterness has to be out the door as well. Hey, that's for sure. And bitterness got to be out the door
Yeah.
to be an effective co-parent.
Yeah.
Can't be no bitterness there. I think I seen another comment from Dietrich.
Yes, you did.
Dietrich wrote a book. Dietrich should have called in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
call in.
Yeah, D, go call in and talk about it real quick. If you don't
She ain't
mind.
writing no book this shit, man.
Yeah, D,
Shout out to D.
call 870-776-0779. You wrote a lot. I don't want to mess up and read it. They gonna think I can't read.
This is some good conversation, man.
Pat said something else. Right.
Yeah, and Pat said out to D, while we waiting on D to call in, Pat said you can participate, but soon things don't go the way the mom want they feel they can stop all communication with the child is crazy. And Pat,
So
man.
ain't that kind of like what Maisha was saying? Is to see a bitterness
It's the
there?
bitterness.
Yeah.
They still got a lot of bitterness there.
Bitterness
It
gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Because it has nothing to do with how you. It's about the
But a
child.
lot of times, you know, I guess, and I'm sure both, you know, kind of use their child against you. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
You know, yeah,
They
no
do.
doubt.
They
They,
do.
you know,
They do.
I'm assuming, you know,
They do.
they would, you
All
know,
the time.
and this man love his kids,
That's the
so
witness.
I know I can get to
This
him
how I
through
can
these
get them.
kids.
This how I can get
You
them.
know what I'm saying? So,
Yep,
you know,
that's correct.
and I'm sure on the flip side too, you know, with a man, you know, like you still want this woman, so I ain't gonna do nothing for the kids.
They
That's
don't
right
help.
too.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't help.
We got a caller. We got a
Alright,
caller on the line. RTB870, who we got?
What's happening with y'all?
Features.
What it is, D?
What's up,
What it is,
D?
sis?
What's up, sis?
How y'all doing?
Everything cool.
All right. How you doing?
Talk to her, D.
Hold on, DJ. Can you do one thing? Can you get somewhere quiet? Or turn what's off in the background? This professional show you on here.
I'm sorry, I had to get up off y'all live. What I was saying is it's just strictly be about the children.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, when people break up and go their separate ways, they still have issues with each other. Like Chavis said, you know, sometimes they still be into it and be causing all kind of problems and stuff between each other. But if they try to just focus on the children, it will make the matter much better.
Got you.
Good. That makes sense, D.
But you have to be very mature to be able to do that.
Yeah. Goes back to that
You have to
bitterness.
be very mature to be able to do that because it's easy to get unfocused and it's easy to, you know, be upset about what, especially if y'all just broke up and it's fresh. It's easy to be distracted, but your main focus has to be on the children, so the children won't get thrown in the middle of the situation. Because a lot of times they be the ones hurt.
Right.
Like
Man.
They're definitely gonna be hurt.
Don't doubt about it, man.
And like you said, go ahead.
Yeah, they be the ones hurt because they hear what the mama is saying. Because if the mama's so upset, she's
Yeah.
talking in front of her kids.
Talking
If
crazy.
you get a chance to go with their father, sometimes they hear what the father is saying because
They're
the father is
confused.
upset with the mother.
Yep.
The kids should be strictly left out of the drama.
For
They
sure.
shouldn't have to feel that.
For sure.
Man, that's good.
I like that, D.
That's for sure, man.
I appreciate y'all for letting me call in.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, man, it's important that we hear from our listeners as well. We want y'all to know, man, that y'all opinion and what y'all think matters to us as well. This ain't just RTB. We try to figure this thing out too. You know what I'm saying? So we most definitely appreciate you. All right, we gotta go. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
They don't do. But yeah, that's good,
Man, let
man.
me tell you something else that I thought about doing, man. Even though me and my kids are at a healthy place with each other now, man, I thought about just getting me and my kids, man, and just going to see a therapist together.
I
Wow.
don't think that would be
Yeah,
good.
me and my
That would be
kids
dope.
just
Wow.
going to see
I
a
think that'd
therapist
be
together.
great.
Just in case
That would
it's
be
some
dope.
unhealed, some unhidden stuff, you know, because my kids love, they don't want to upset me.
Yeah.
And we've worked hard to build our relationship back
Yeah.
up, you know what I mean? So we've
I
worked
like
real
that, D.
hard.
No doubt.
But I've really been thinking about just getting me and my children and going to see a therapist together.
How important?
You know what I'm saying?
How important do y'all think therapy is, man?
Man,
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on. Let me say something on that.
Talk to.
I think now me personally, I said I hadn't seen a therapist. I think I may need to see a therapist about a few things.
Ain't no secret.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog.
Not saying not saying you need no therapy. I don't know. I think we all need it here. I know I did it. Shit.
Nah, man.
Let's go.
Hey, but what I was saying, I think the number one reason we don't see a therapist, and this the reason I want to say this. This reason I wanted to go first is because, man, I pastor a church. First, oh God! Oh, but I caught a cramp on life.
Don't get on up, man. Don't get on up, man. That boy got a cramp on live, y'all. What's that with y'all?
God damn.
We might need to move on.
Hold on, man. No, I gotta get this out, man. Man, shout out.
Nah, but they laugh like one, boy.
Hey, man, y'all been not laughing at me. God, no, I gotta
Boy,
get
keep it
my
crap,
potassium pill, man.
Oh, gosh.
That boy keep it crap.
Man, boy, hold on, man. Let me say this real quick. I'm good
You
right
want
now.
to
I'm
finish
hurt,
it?
but I'm good right now.
Finish it. This ain't the first time, y'all.
Hey, man, these crabs be popping up. God, oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, let me say this though, man. Shout out to Fern Foundation Life Changing Ministry.
Shout out to Fern.
Shout out to
Fern, man.
And I've said this to them before, and I say it often. A lot of times, man, all we want to do is pray.
Yeah, so talk about it.
It ain't nothing wrong with prayer. Let's clear that up, because I don't want nobody going to take my words and trying to twist Pastor Spann, Priest Boy Spann. I told you he was going backwards. He even said we don't need to pray. No, that ain't what I said. That ain't what I'm saying. But that ain't all we need to do.
Talk about
You know what I'm saying, man? We need to do more than just pray. At some point, you can't just pray. At some point, you got to be man enough.
All right.
And I'm going to say it like that, man enough.
All right.
To take action. Because like Bebe said, a lot of times we don't want to see therapists because we think that's weak.
Yeah.
Trust.
You know what I'm saying, Will?
We should.
Man, you know what I'm saying? We think you only see therapist when you crazy.
When you crazy.
Man, we can't let it get out that, man, I Priest Boy Spann and therapist. I thought he was doing good. I knew he was going crazy.
I did something wrong with it.
Man, I told y'all, he just looked like he doing good. That the man went to therapy. But that's how we look at it though.
Real
You
talk.
know what I'm saying? That's how we look at it.
Real talk.
That's how we've been trained to look at it, man. So all we want to do is pray. That's why every time something happens,
We say pray.
when they put it on Facebook, man, or going through this, man, and people put their whole problem on Facebook.
Problem.
You know what we say?
Pray about it.
Man, pray about
Put
it.
the prayer hands on
We
the
gonna pray for
comment.
you.
We'll even send them a prayer.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing wrong with that.
No
But
doubt about it.
we gotta tell these people, hey man, go seek help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause somebody that was dealing with that, man, they committed suicide
Say it again.
because they ain't go seek help. Somebody that was dealing with that, they out there on the streets.
Yes, sir.
They bombs right now. Why? Because they didn't go seek help.
The mental got the best on.
So no, ain't nothing wrong with praying, but man, come on, y'all. We've been praying for years and in the same place. So at some point we gotta go see somebody, man. These people went to school for this. They trained to tell us why we thinking the way we thinking.
Yeah.
They done paid a whole lot of money to learn
years.
why we thinking the way we thinking and tell us and to teach us how to think a different way
Yeah.
and how to make things, how to get a different result. That's all I want to say,
see
man.
it.
Hey,
We
that's
praying
real-
too much.
And think about what you
The
just
devil
said.
didn't want me to get it out, man. He threw me a
You
crap in
get
there.
yourself
They told you.
He tried to stop you, but he can't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We
man.
made it.
He did it.
Yeah.
Shout out to bro.
But y'all chime in on that too.
We're gonna
Hey,
What Chavis was saying about, I said it too, but we said it, when you think about how crazy that sound,
Third.
man, if you go see a therapist, we only thought we go see a therapist because
I did.
we crazy.
I swear I thought.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's
I
crazy,
swear,
bro.
like,
All the stuff that this stuff that been passed down to us, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Generation after generation, it sounds crazy.
Yes, sir.
We don't even think about that concept.
because we don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't know, bro.
That ain't
Like,
no generational slavery there.
yeah,
Modern day
exactly.
slavery.
I think,
We all need to be dealing with that.
man.
Those are pickle juice, break what?
Preach got to step away for a
Preach
second.
out.
Man, y'all ain't got to announce it. They see me.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got to announce
We
it.
gotta
Y'all
make
keep
sure.
on talking.
We gotta make sure they understand that he ain't leaving. He just needs to
They
get
see
yeah.
me.
Shout out to y'all. Let's go, bro.
But to talk about therapy again,
God, y'all, my wife on there. Y'all tell her to meet me at the back door with some potassium pills.
Meet him, Liz. Meet him at the back door, Liz.
God, no. Y'all keep talking, man.
What's wrong with it, man?
man,
Shout out to y'all.
I think we all should, go get therapy, man, because like you said, then that's when you tap into the root, like what's really wrong. Because a lot of us go around, we just angry, some people bitter, they going through all kind of stuff, and therapy will help you figure out what's going on, like what's the root. And
So tell me, bro, have you ever had therapy?
yes, I have. With my experience, like I said, I found out that I was going through a whole bunch of shit. Like I had a lot of shit built up. That go back to talk about what we was talking about earlier. Like keep our emotions. like we gotta learn how to release
Right.
our emotions on how we feeling and talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like going to talk to somebody about really how you feeling is a great deal because it'll help you out and help you, figure out what's going on. You'll feel a lot better when you express, you know what I'm saying, or release like how you feeling to somebody. Even just me and you talking. Like I call you up and like I'm going through some shit. Just to talk to you and hear you, you know what I'm saying, us have that conversation. It's gonna make me feel better.
Trust.
Because like we keep everything in.
Trust.
You know what I'm saying? So going to see a therapist, like it's a good thing.
It's recommended.
But you gotta be mature. You gotta grow up mentally to figure. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and go do it.
Yeah.
Because we be like, man, I ain't going to no goddamn therapy. I'm going to no therapist.
That's how I was.
Hell
So,
no.
yeah, so
That's how I
that's
was
good.
first.
That's
Yeah.
good, man. That's good conversation when it comes to that therapy. Let's swing back to fatherhood when it comes to relationship with children. So let's. I got a question for y'all out there as well. When your relationship is broken with your children or with your child, you know what I'm saying? What's the steps? What's the steps should be taken to try to make that relationship back healthy? You know, what's some kind of what can you do when you knew you dropped the ball, when you have dropped the ball?
Admit it.
That's good, bro. Let's run with it. Let's run with it.
Admit that
You dropped the ball.
Admit that you dropped the ball. Admit that I messed up.
I don't got it right.
I ain't perfect, baby.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of things that I could have did differently.
Right.
And like just having that conversation with your child, they'll respect that.
Okay.
You know, cause like shit, I know I done dropped the ball, man. Like, and I had to do that.
Right.
Like,
You
just
admit it.
Admit it. Like I wasn't there like I should have been. You know, like have y'all ever just had a conversation with your child and asked them how they feel about you?
Wow.
I have.
Like
Wow.
really,
I didn't.
how do you feel about me? Like as a father, you know.
That's how you get. That's how you get to it.
That's how you get to
It's
the
That's how
truth.
you get to
man.
the truth.
That's how
You
you
got
get to
no
the truth.
first.
It's-
How do you feel
Man.
about me
Like-
as a father?
Like
and
Rose said.
I think, shit, I need to ask this question to my kids.
Wow. How do you that's
feel-
tough, man.
how do you-
That's
right.
deep too, man. To
Like-
even be able to, because a lot of times people scared of the truth when it comes to that. Like, man, if you ask a question like that significant,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think of me as your father? You know, a lot of, and especially if you didn't drop the ball,
Man,
right? If you didn't drop the ball,
that could hurt.
that can hurt.
That could hurt.
But you need that.
You need it. That's the only way you can to fix, or you know what I'm saying, and get it right. That's the only way to get it right.
Man, that's a good question,
That's
man.
an outstanding question.
I ain't never even thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Cause you be focused on the fact, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm being a good father.
Yeah.
But what about what's their perspective?
Of you.
Because your perspective is your reality.
That's right.
So if I think I'm doing a great job, but I ask them and they say, Dad, man, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, this and that. I just can't say, well, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that.
And most people gonna do that.
Most people gonna do that,
Go right
but
to
we
that.
gotta listen to
Defensive.
their perspective because your perspective is your reality. And when that's your reality, I can't do nothing. The only way I can change your reality is change the actions. I just can't, you know what I'm saying? I just can't say, yes, I do. I am a good father. I do this. Boy, you must be crazy. Who paid for them Jordans? Who did that?
Yeah.
But if they sitting up here telling you,
How they
hey,
feel?
Dad, we ain't just bonding like I want to bond. It could hurt,
Yeah.
especially if you think you're a good father. But we gotta listen to what they saying.
It's good, man.
I ain't never did that. I'm gonna do that.
I asked my daughter that. Like I ain't necessarily asked her how does she feel as me, as her being her father, but I really like had to have a conversation with her, and she told me like certain things that like she felt that I could have did better. Like as far as like she felt the other kids gotten more. That's from them being in the house or me being around.
It's your outside child.
You know, this is my daughter. You know, she felt like that. So I had to really think, like you said, I was kind of like on the defense.
Yeah.
When she said it, like automatically got defensive. So
And that's just a natural response to be defensive.
Yeah, so I really had to think about it, you know. So it takes being mentally mature maturing, you know what I'm saying? Maturing to really realize, like, damn, dude, you fucking up, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is very important to have this bond, especially with your daughter, bro. Like, your daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's gonna be different with the daughter than the boys, because like you can have this conversation with your boys about all kind of stuff, but like your daughter's gonna be like kind of like hesitant to tell you certain things.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So by me having that conversation with her, it made our relationship better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
what's up, bro.
yeah, we still working on it. You know? She just had my grandbaby, so big shout out to Kylie. I love you, baby.
Good shout out, baby.
Man, how about y'all out there? Have y'all ever asked y'all children that? What? Am I a great parent? Am I a great father? Or not am I a great? Don't even place that in the head. How do you feel
about me as a parent?
Yeah, how do you feel about me as a parent?
As your parent. Wow.
Benson said, I'm listening during classwork, so I'm in and out of the conversation. Allow me to say this, as amazing men of color, we're not taught that it's okay to not be okay. We have to teach and convey that to our younger brothers. A lot of us can't handle things properly. Examples, losses, death, etc.
That's good, Vince. That's true.
Like that.
That's when you go to singing into yourself. You don't really like to talk to nobody. We don't really know how to deal with it.
Man,
It's been some good stuff, man.
this is a great conversation, man.
I've been telling y'all we need to go live more.
Man, we finna come with y'all with a lot, man.
Hey, man, are y'all enjoying this? Our audience.
Relationships.
This is actually a podcast,
Is it
so y'all
helpful?
can go back and listen to this on our YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And we got a few more minutes. We talk about a few more things before we get off here. Oh, it's 7:22. We've been talking good, ain't we?
Make sure y'all check out James' episode tonight.
Oh, he didn't
Yeah.
drop.
He
It's
dropped
7
his
o'clock. He
Saturday
didn't
night.
drop,
I'm
man.
dropping tonight. Y'all go check me out.
Man, we didn't drop, man.
Hey, y'all, tell them a few things they can look from in your episode, man.
Man, just a lot that I've been through in life, man. You know, just dealing with a lot of deaths. You know, I dealt with my dad's death when I was 15 years old. You know, I drowned when I was 11 years old. I've been through a lot, man. You know, of course, a lot of y'all already know that I dealt with my kidney issues and stuff like that. You know, having a transplant. You know, so I got an in-depth story. You know, so y'all check it out, man. You know, it's pretty good, I think. You know, so.
It's very informative,
Y'all
very
check it out,
encouraging,
man. Y'all check it out.
Hey,
very inspirational.
man, my brother's super dope, man.
I appreciate that. No doubt
Super,
about it. I
super
appreciate
dope,
that.
man.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, overcome a lot of things,
I
man.
appreciate
Yeah.
that, Chief. No
Y'all
doubt.
check that out, man. And
Yeah, y'all go check
again,
it out.
Hey, it done dropped already, so y'all go
Yeah.
so when we get off, y'all go to YouTube and go ahead and watch that.
Yes,
if y'all
sir.
ain't tired of us already.
and again, man, go like, man, go subscribe to our channel, man, on
We got a lot
YouTube.
of stuff on
Please,
there,
man, go check us out, man. We've been dropping consistently
Since
every
January
Sunday.
1st.
Stay consistent.
since
Yeah.
January the 1st. You know what I'm saying?
We've been consistent with it, man. We got a lot of episodes on there that's, man, outstanding stuff, man. We dropped some stuff today. We got some tapings today that's coming. That's, man.
Man, y'all be on the lookout
That's
for Miss Linda Moore.
Yeah.
Man, you know she's a city
Shout out to Miss
councilman.
Linda.
She's on city council. She's the
Dawson
owner of
Employment
Dawson Employment Service, and a lot of more stuff. We can't tell you everything. You gotta go check it out. And then we had another dope episode today, man. Our little partner, man, Trey, man, Rich Habits, man.
Habits, no doubt.
Man.
Shout out to Trey.
Man, man, go check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, if y'all got a certain topic y'all want us to talk about, hit us up.
Hit us up, man.
Hey.
We coming with these
Yeah.
relationships,
Hey,
man.
I'll
and
tell you,
religion.
we coming with. Hey, we said we're gonna do the single women.
We
We
coming
still
with
gonna
it.
do that.
We
We
coming
still,
with
it's
it.
Yeah.
coming.
We
It's
coming
coming.
with it.
So if y'all want to be a part of the podcast, man, y'all reach out to us, man. Y'all can
Appreciate
sit
that,
down
man.
with us.
Watch
Even
this.
if we
You know,
got,
we
even
get
if
to
we
it.
need somebody to call, man.
You know what? We can do that.
We
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
looking
Just call.
for some co-hosts too, man.
Yeah,
some
yeah,
co-hosts,
You know what I'm saying? Every now and again.
Shout out to Benson. I know you're going to be a co-host.
Yeah, come on,
Already.
chill with us,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah.
We cool, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna
We
bite.
definitely need some co-hosts.
You know?
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man.
Ebony said, I don't know if y'all read this comment a while ago. Did y'all read Ebony comment?
I ain't read no comments.
Ebony comment said, I ask my kids that all the time because I know we all fall short sometimes. But they always tell me they appreciate me being a good parent and actually being, physically being there consistently. That's what's up, Ed, man.
I'm finna go ask my kids this shit now.
Hey, that's big. I was just gonna say, man, that's really big because most people probably gonna say, I would say they gonna say they hadn't asked because I hadn't even thought about asking.
No doubt.
You know, so that's
content,
real
man.
big.
Man, it's dope, man. I'm finna ask my kids this young now. So kids, if you watching, I'm finna call y'all and ask you this question.
We went through all the comments, man, before we get off this
Yeah, I'm
thing.
finna go.
Let me see, cause we don't want to leave nobody out. Y'all see how we doing it, man. Y'all get on here and comment, man. We gonna shout y'all out. Hey, man, y'all shout out where y'all from on here. This thing, hey, we in the beginning stages, man. RTB gonna be something big, man. And hey, we want y'all to ride with us. We want y'all to ride with us,
Shout
man.
out to y'all, man.
Cause we gonna keep it coming,
Yes, sir.
consistent.
We gonna keep it coming.
Yeah. So, brothers, y'all ready to wrap this thing up, man. Y'all got one more thing you want to say before we get up out of here? Big, you got something motivated. You got something to tell the people before we wrap it up.
Motivate the people. Motivate
the people.
Stand up fathers, man. Look, man, as Bishop said on his post, as Rose said, man, it's okay not to be okay, man. Get help. If you can't do it yourself, you see, we talking about all four of us, man. Nobody has the manual. Nobody has the manual. But if you love your kids, man, look, as brothers, man, we can chime and bounce off each other, man. And man, keep an open ear. Keep an open ear to your kids, man. Keep an open line of communication to your kids. That's what I say as a father, man. Don't think just because you're dropping the money, you there. Don't think because you wake up in the morning with them that you're there. Now you got to participate and you got to communicate.
Communicate.
And then, you know, as a father.
No excuse.
And you definitely, you damn sure got to you do got to be there financially. But that's not the main thing.
Yeah. No excuses, man. There's no excuse to be a poor father. You have no excuse to be a poor father. Even if you trying, even if you do got that baby mama that's keeping you out the kid's life, if you trying, keep trying. You ain't really considered a poor father if you doing all you can do and you can't see him. You just ain't made it happen yet.
You better say
You
you
know
money
what I'm
to go
saying?
get your lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's just real talk.
Yeah.
Get your lawyer so you can get you some visitation rights at least.
The word is better, man.
Yes,
all of us can be. I don't care how good of a father you are. All of us can be better. All right. Let's step up, man.
What I say before we go, man, these kids need guidance, bro. They need guidance. They need you. They need you, black fathers. Fathers, period. They need you. They need guys, man. They lost. And the men that got kids that has no guidance as well, man, seek help. Talk to your big homie. Or come
Wow.
go over there and talk to your cousin.
Wow.
You know, so like, man, they need guidance out here, man. For real. We lost.
No doubt about it.
Good, bro.
Spoke that.
We had another comment from Ebony again. She said, "Can I be honest? If my kids and I hadn't went to therapy last year, I don't know how I would have made it. I highly recommend it."
Wow.
Wow.
That's dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I really,
good, man.
you know, man, that's motivating me to want to go do therapy with my wife, and my in-house kid, and all of us just go.
It helped me, bro.
It's good.
I can't lie to you, it helped me because it did.
Right
Me
now.
and my therapy, we super cool.
James, don't take us home.
Yeah, man, I'm in the midst of therapy right now, no doubt about it, because I need all the help I can get when it comes to just being an overall better man. You know, so yes, sir, man. Like I said, I don't got no biological children, but man, I love my stepchildren just like they are my own. You know what I'm saying? And man, y'all fathers out there, man, y'all be better, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people out here that don't got children. You know, that's that desire. Or not even desire, may not even desire, but they, you know, they good fathers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, if you got your seeds, I don't understand how you can't take care of them, but if you're not taking care of them, try to get better at it. Try to be better. You know, like I said, like Bree says, it's all about being better.
It ain't too late.
If you're a good father, be a better father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a better father, I don't know if that makes sense. Be a great father. You know, but the thing about it is today is just being better, and That's what we want, man. We want to see
Win
a lot of.
today.
We want to see a lot of great black men out here.
Win
There you go.
today, man.
Be in the now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We'll get to that too. So, man, we're gonna get about this thing, man. And it's been a pleasure for us to be on
It's
here.
been a pleasure, man.
I
We
love being
enjoyed
live.
y'all.
Live, I think live is the way to go. Love
Yeah.
live cool, man. We can engage in our people. So, bro.
Yeah, it's your boy Ro.
It's your boy Priest Boy Spann, man.
Your boy Bebe the motivator.
I am JR, aka Mr. Roz, and you tuned in to
Real Talk Barbershop 870.
Hey, this that real talk. So let me